AA, see you in church. Hi, I'm Manuel. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Put the little hand up. I always do it right away because if you're like me, you forget. And also, at the end, write what you think. Don't be afraid. I'd like to hear what you think because what I'm going to talk about is the new Apple. And I don't dislike, I just, eh, I know what I'm going to hear from my friends and everybody. And to be honest, I usually tell them and explain and whatever. And this time, I've stopped getting so impressed with Apple about an Apple 8, or is it 6? I think it's around 6 because I think that's what I got, an Apple 6. And the reason is that, and this is the first thing they talk about too, is the arcade. Okay, um, I have some games. Okay, I've purchased games that I like. I want to play, and instead it should be getting better. You should be getting more interesting stuff to work with. You know what I mean? That's what I was expecting, but instead it's getting worse. What I mean about this is that the system should work better so that your games will play. But as it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on, your games stop working. And then when you let them know what happens, their excuse is, well, write to the company where they're from and they'll have to do a patch up so that your games will work. Well, that just means you're crap. I'm sorry. That's all that means. If your system can't even handle the easiest games, then why am I going to spend more money for games off of you? Now you're there. Oh, if you pay for $5, you can play these games. Well, I don't want to play those games. What I want to play is my Galaxian game where I have the little character and you're shooting the little flies. The fly comes down, picks up your game. You knock that one down. You have two guns and you're shooting and you're hitting them. Though that's fun for me. I enjoy that. It brings me back to when I was younger and I used to play that game at the movies. We'd go early. We were always early with my mom. And she let me go play some games. And there I am playing games while she's buying the popcorn, hot dogs, all the things that we're going to have when we go sit down and we watch a movie. Those were special moments for me, was being with her. And I loved having it in my phone. All my friends would say, "Can I use your phone?" And I said, "Why? You have a phone." "Well, I don't have your game." Okay, there they are playing the game while we're waiting to go see a movie. "Oh, you got Centipede." They would be playing that game. "Oh, you got Pac Man." They'd be playing that game. And what happened? Upgrade. Now they don't work. I understand what's going on and everything, but look, I'd like the games that you're putting in there. Oh, yeah, they're interesting to very few. That's why everybody wants to play the Pokemon, what do you call it? And I like Pokemon. I had all the different little discs that went into my, but I rather play them on my iPhone. But guess what? You can't play them on the iPhone. And then they have all these tester games. Yes, I get the tester games. They're free. They're fun. And then I get the tester, not the tester game. I get the Pokemon Go. And they want to bleed you dry. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't want to be like my best friend's children, where they're putting money after money after money to play a game that it's okay, but it's not exactly the greatest game. Now, if you threw a ball, the ball became part of yours, and until you caught the character, then I would enjoy that game. I had enough balls to go on for there, but no, I throw something like 15, then I caught them. And the ones that I threw did not become. On the first games, you throw the ball, it's yours until you catch the character. You didn't lose all your balls. Then it moved up and it continued that and it continued that. You could buy balls if you wanted to because you picked up money and all those different things you picked up on the way. You could go get um, those balls that can pick up any character. And then they built something that you could hook up and it would make all your balls that character, that kind of a ball. And that was fun. But the games that are coming out now, all they are is another format to empty your pocket. Get more money have to pay more money for your kids to play these games. I understand you wanna make money, and that's fine. But the point is to me, it's boring. It's boring that I have to go over and pay. My first games like Ultima, you were given a purse. You fight, you kill the different monsters, you got money by doing that. You go over, you got energy, you got gifts, you got weapons, you find the shovel, you dig up the ground, you bring out the piece that you need to go to the next level. Now that's fun. My brother's girlfriend calls us up and tells us, your nephew is failing. And I said, why is he failing? He's not motivated. So I told them, as punishment, I'm sending him to you. I said, as punishment? She goes, yes. All he wants to do is hang around with his friends and play video games where they kill, 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 kill. And that's it. They drive a car, they run over people and everything. And I remember that game, but it isn't as good as the original. that I remember when I was playing that other one. There was one that what you did was you were a vampire and you sat in your car. You go and you go sit in your car and you start driving. Your car is a casket and you can see that. And it's cool. You drive down the roads, you run over people, you hit the hooker on the corner, you got points and money and whatever, and you kept on going, and it was fun. It was just a game. That's all it was. It wasn't meant for idiots to think that I should go kill people. It was just a game. A fun game. Anyway, well, here comes my nephew. I get off work. I stop at the video place and pick up two new video games. Why? Because I found out he wasn't passing his classes. And what I did was I got Ultima, the first one. And that was available in the game system I had. He had that system also. So I said, "Do you have this system?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I do." And I said, "Oh, cool." And so start playing the game with him. And in the game, I go and I say, here's a pad of paper. Let's write down everything everybody says. Remember, you got to read everything. We got to get some money to get our weapons, and we got to get stronger. So there he goes to do his little chop, 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 kill monsters, and we get stronger. I said, let's go get some weapons. So as we are in the town, we talk to everybody. He writes everything, so his writing skills go up. He finds out how much money he needs to get the bigger weapons. So I tell him, write down how much all the best weapons are priced and see how much we have. We'll add up what the shields and everything are. And he adds everything up to know how much he's going to have to pay, to how much he has to make so that he can go purchase the weapons to move up. So there we go. We get all the money we talk to everybody, we have all the information, we know where to get the shovel, we go get the shovel, we go do all the different things. He's reading, he's putting all the information down, he's turning that information into question, it turns into mathematics, word powers. And there he is, improving his reading, his English, his spelling, his mathematics. He's getting really good. So there he goes, and we play the game. I go to work, and I leave him there. And he's excited. He's having fun. And also, my mom is old, so she doesn't really have to take care of him that much. All she does is she feeds him. He talks to her and everything. They play the video games. She sits there with him while he plays and he talks to her. And he's so excited, having so much fun. But he doesn't get that he's learning. See, you can get these games. I don't know if you can now, though. And they were learning games. See, that's the point. If you're a good parent, you pay attention to what's going on. If you're just letting them so they get out of your way, well, that's up to you. But I'm not a parent. But I do know what's going on, and I do understand that things are hard on parents. And so what I do is I go get those things for my nephew, and I put a little pad so that he writes everything down. He's writing, he's putting his information. We're taking out the little bit of information, so he's learning to use his mind. He's learning his ability to put together and make his own mathematical line. So then when he adds it all up, it gives him the information where to do. Take 5 steps to the right, then 6 steps back, then 8 steps to the left. And it tells him where's going to be the new sword that's hard to find. And he's all excited. He's learning. He's going ahead, and he's been with us for a month. His reading skills has moved up. He's going from failing to a high level. Why? Because we've gotten him interested. It is more than just playing. He's using the knowledge he's learning. He's building new skills that he didn't have before. And together, see, but that's the point. I'm helping him because my specialty is mathematics, was mathematics. And by doing that and helping him build up his reading skills and everything, then that's, but the problem is I've always had the problems because I'm dyslexic. I see some letters switch, so I have to approach things in a different way. And by having to do that, I was able to help him use my style of learning. And he learned. Then when it was time for him to go home, because in a couple of weeks he has to go to school, he didn't want to go. He says, well, maybe I could go to school here. And I told him, no, you got to be with your mom. I said, I understand you're having more fun, but guess what? You have the same systems as I do. So you get to go home and you can call me and tell me when you win. And the phone's right there. You can call me whenever you want to. And by doing that, he went home, he continued, and when he got something, oh, bling, and I pick up the phone, I would say hi, and then there's my nephew. And we talked for a while, and he would talk me through what he had done and where he was going, and that he got this, and he was so excited. But see, I made sure I was there for him. And not saying anything about his mom did the right thing. She knew that I could help him, that we could help him. And now she had the tools to help him too. Now she knew what kind of videos to get for him, how to motivate him. He was now not out there getting in trouble because she found out while he was with us, his friends went to juvie. And he learned. See, and that's what the Apple should be doing, helping us help our kids. Give us games that you can help bring out those abilities and better, like Ultima. I have not seen an Ultima game on the iPhone list. I never have. And I would be playing them. Pokemon? Nope. They have something that's going there, but it's going to be there burly. And the thing I have, it's okay. But it's a lot of reading and it's a lot of snoring. It's boring. It's not like what it used to be, where you go to the town and you go and you do your picking up your Pokemon, and then you go to the town and you could fight somebody. That was the fun. Taking the walk to go from one town to another and pick up Pokemon. That was the fun. Not, I have one Pokemon. I'm going to make a crew. We're going to fight with these people. You know what I mean? It's just lost its dazzle. All those games nowadays lost the dazzle. I used to love those adventure games where you could get weapons and all that stuff without purchasing them with real money, where you gone and fight and made your money. You would go and the town needed help, and you could go help the town. You go get your money, and then you go over and do your quest, continue your quest. I liked those games. Why? Because you learned in those games. You listen to the people, you write down the information. It's fun, it's different, it's exciting. And they don't make them like that anymore. I understand kill, 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 fight, 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 stab, stab, stab. It's interesting after a while, but you don't get that anymore. You don't have Zelda anymore. None of those games that used to be so much fun. They've taken 50% of the life of the game away so that you still have the name, but the game isn't as exciting. Even the Pac-Man story, the Frogger one, they did the Frogger, and I used to have the game on the cartridge. Then I got the game on my iPhone. Doesn't work anymore. Now they got a brand new version of Frogger. Yes, but see, I have to pay for those. I already have them. They should have been upgraded, or maybe some others, but the old ones still should be working because we got a better system. They should run better. Still old graphics, but still runs quicker and better. But no, Apple has not been able to do that. Instead, they blame the company. Oh, write to them. They'll give you a patch. No, they don't. We wrote to them. We called them. We do everything we can, and they don't. Why? I don't know. But the point is that I would still like to play those games. And drama, 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 you can't. It's annoying. I want to play my old games. You're not giving us a good version of any of those games. Like, oh, I'm flying, I'm flying. That didn't do anything. He just flew over there. He didn't help the guy fighting. He just flew. Maybe he would get the attention of the dragon. We don't know. But the point is that that was snoring, boring snoring. Then they were showing us the new iPhone, the new TV, Apple TV, and it's okay. Yeah, new TV shows. They're just a new channel, and it didn't look like what they said before. If it stays that way, I'm fine with that. And that price, it's not that bad. I might pay that. But the reality is, I don't know. Then they go to the watch. Aluminum. Now, a lot of my friends are talking about aluminum, and aluminum gives you. What is that about? What is that? I don't know. That. Where you lose your memory and people all start forgetting and all that stuff. And a lot of people don't want aluminum stuff because of that. I have friends that won't drink out of an aluminum can. They think some of the aluminum is there. And they said, well, how did you cook that? Did you cook that in aluminum manual? I said, skillet. I cooked it in the skillet. And he says, oh, you didn't put it in the oven? No, you don't put those things in an oven. It's a tortilla. You make it on the stove, and it's a. But anyway, that's my point. The new phone is going to be aluminum again. Um, it's just a brand new R, and eh, I won't get that one. I'll get the whatever, the Pro, whatever, 11 Pro Max if I'm going to get one. It's the only one to get. Why? Because aluminum. And why get below? I understand that if you're just needing a phone, which it should be what I get, because I don't really use any of those systems anymore on my phone. The most I do is what I'm doing now, and it uses the camera on the front screen. I'm not using the back. I would have no idea how to do that. I would have to put an X where I'm going to sit so that it'll focus on there. Then I sit down and record and hope I'm not wasting my time. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to be using the camera in the front, and the front's not going to have the three cameras. But that's my point. All that other stuff, to be honest, I'm like, okay, but that's it. What do you think? I might not even get a new phone. I have this when I'm happy with it. I was thinking of getting rid of a phone, period. Not need one. I don't need one the way it is right now. But we'll see. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, put a hi, and leave a message. Tell me, what do you think? Is this a great thing to you? Not a great thing? I don't know. New shows, to be honest, didn't really impress me. Especially the blind one. That was dumb. But anyway, AA, see you in church.